Hi guys, my name's Dale Henderson and I'm the creator of University Revision Apps. So there's a few things I want to show you today in the video, and they are the multiple choice questions in the app itself, the concept for the 3D brain, and an example of the cue cards. So let's get cracking. So as you can see, pretty simple layout. Question number 1, which of the following is the DSM-4 criteria for anorexia nervosa? Select your answer. You've got 4 answers here: distorted body image, amenorrhea, refusal to maintain body weight, or all 3 answers. So we'll go with all 3 answers. Correct. When you get the right answer, you get a little hint at the bottom here, look. So this hint gives you the 4th criteria for DSM-4. So that's the intense fear of gaining weight. So next. Question number 2. First degree relatives of young women with anorexia nervosa are how many more times likely to develop the disorder themselves? So we've got 4 answers again. Twice as likely, over 10 times, 5 times as likely, or 3 times more likely. Over 10 times. So we've selected our answer. Press submit. Correct. This shows a potential genetic link. Which part of the brain is proposed to play a role in anorexia nervosa? So we have all 4 answers again: amygdala, thalamus, hippocampus, and hypothalamus. Just for a second, we'll go with the wrong answer, just so I can show you a little feature. So we've got the hippocampus selected there. Submit. Incorrect. Try again. So as you can see, the 4 answers have been juggled. This is so that people can't memorize the answers. They actually have to know what the answer is. So we went with hippocampus last time, we'll go with the hypothalamus this time. Correct. The hypothalamus is said to be responsible for hunger and appetite regulation. We'll just go through this one last question. Which age is most at risk from anorexia nervosa? Again, 10 to 15, 20 to 25, 25 plus, or 14 to 25. We'll go with that one. Submit. Correct. This age group are most at risk of developing disorder. So, just a few more things about this. The questions will probably be over 1,500 in total, all broken down into different subjects and then different sub-subjects. So that covers the multiple choice aspect. So now we're going to move on to the 3D brain. Just let me get in position. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. I'm doing this on my iPad and it's quite difficult. So as you can see, this is the concept art for the 3D brain. It's just pretty straightforward. There's a brain diagram that I've done with a couple of labels here: the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, the hippocampus, the brainstem, and the cerebellum. I know there's a lot more to the brain than that, but this is just for an example and just to show you what I'm trying to do. So let's pretend the mouse cursor is our finger and this is actually inside the app. Bearing in mind this hasn't been created yet for the app itself. This is why I need the funding to create the 3D model. So if we press the amygdala, this is something similar to what it would be inside the app itself. You would get a description of what the amygdala is, just general description. The amygdala, a structure in the interior of the rostral temporal lobe. This is part of the limbic system. It is involved in the processing of emotions and the storing of memories. So this is why it would be different from other things that are available, like the 3D brain that I'm trying to create. See these two here in italics? Emotions and memories. Well, these would be interactive. So again, you would use your finger to click on the emotions or the memories, and then you would get something like this come up. So I'll just go read through the memories one. Most research examines how the amygdala can influence hippocampal-dependent episodic memories for emotional stimuli. This occurs because of the amygdala's influence on the encoding and storage of hippocampal-dependent memories. The amygdala is critically involved in enabling us to acquire and retain lasting memories of emotional experiences. So that's just a general description of what the amygdala does in accordance to memories. There's also one for emotions there. I'll just give you a second to read through that, just so you can get what I'm going to. So as you can see again, the studies is in italics, so that would mean that that is interactive, and you would press that and you would end up with something like this. It wouldn't exactly be like this. This is just so I can get across what I'm trying to achieve. So you've got 3 separate studies there on memory and the amygdala. Same with the emotion side of things. You've got 3 more studies there. They're all written in APA format. So these would be helpful in using references for your essays. They'd be helpful for giving you a reference point to start your essays as well, to do some extra reading. And the database will be a lot larger than this. I'm hoping to get probably about 200 separate studies. They'd all be sorted in accordance to subject, so you wouldn't have to sort through them. You would just literally click on the part you wanted. So right now the memory part, and you will get all the relevant studies to memory on the amygdala. So we'll get out of that for a second. And I'll just show you a quick example of a cue card. Again, these are not going to be exactly like this. You would find them in the app, in the cue card section, and as you can see, this is a facial expression one. So it's heavily on Ekman and his studies on how facial recognition is universal across the globe and must be innate and is not influenced by culture. Although people did disagree with him, but he's gone on to prove it in places where they didn't have access to Western culture, as you can see from my little description here. This again would have studies relevant to Ekman and what his theory involves. So you can see from what I'm trying to do here that it wouldn't just be a multiple choice question app, because anyone could do that. It would be a whole look at psychology and what we study at university, and it would be an essential study aid. It would help you, hopefully it would help you pass your course and get a good degree. So thanks for listening, and I hope you pledge.